Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker. I'm your host, BringItDon, and we're going to start off by getting to know Amiri, our barbarian companion. We're going to talk. Amiri utters a wary sigh. Alright, spill it. I'm listening. We're just talking. You don't like it? Amiri shrugs several times, perhaps flexing her muscles, or maybe just filling the silence. Don't know, she admits at last. Depends on what we're going to talk about. If it's about monsters or swords or scars, I approve. That's good. And if you're gonna ask questions like why and what for and how, screw this. Amiri looks you over slowly head to toe. Or you got even harder ones. Tell me about yourself. This simple question seems to puzzle Amiri. She scratches her head and then starts counting on her fingers. First, I'm a barbarian. I'm strong. I grew up in the realm of the Mammoth Lords. Left my tribe at the Six Bears. Mary looks thoughtfully at her four bent fingers and shrugs. And I like fights, she concludes, bending her thumb. What's it like to be a barbarian in the Six Bears tribe? Ha! Our people are big and strong. We can cut a monster in half with one swing. We can walk 3 days and nights with no rest, and we can eat a whole fried aurochs. I guess you had to do a lot of training to become as strong as you are. Training? Ha! No one freaking trained me. The boys of the Six Bears got the training. All I could do was watch. Miri's eyes gleam with anger. And you know what? They were still crap even after all that training, because I kicked their butts hard. Animals, bandits, monsters, all thought they were stronger than me. Idiots. And Miri spits on the ground. Because if you start a fight, you think you can win. You think you're stronger than your enemy? Amiri raises her chin proudly. I defeated them all. See all the scars on my face? What does the realm of the Mammoth Lords look like? Huge and freezing. No place for weaklings. Amiri narrows her eyes as if evaluating your ability to survive her homeland. Tribes hunt aurochs herds to survive. Aurochs are fast, so tribe follows herd for days, just not to die of hunger. If you're weak, you stay behind and die in the snow. Tribe cannot stop. Also, there are giants and mammoths. Sometimes demons come too. Ah, the mastodons and the saber-toothed tigers. Amiri grins. You would survive, I think, for a few days. Ha! Why did you leave your tribe? Amiri flushes. Because they were buttholes, all of them. Men were cowards and scoundrels, and women were scared like sheep. Amiri rolls her bloodshot eyes in fury. Men there think no girl can be a fighter, because they are weak. They're afraid a woman can beat them. And females just nod. Go sow hides, cook meat, watch kids. That's what they always say. But I'm a warrior, darn it. I won't cook hides and watch meat. Amiri is already shouting, her fist clenched tightly. I told them so. I went hunting with men. And what did I get? Still the same. You're a woman. You stay home. You even gave me a nickname, the Soft Chieftain. Like a warrior woman was a funny joke. Darn, I even went to hunt those crap-faced frost giants. And there. Amiri suddenly drops, breathing heavily, sweat beading on her forehead. After a moment, Amiri waves her hand awkwardly and forces herself to grin. So I left. Cowards, scoundrels, and sissies they were. That's why. You're quite a good fighter. Amiri jerks her head up. Quite good, huh? Compared to who? If I was a crappy male, I'd fight better. Is that what you say? She glares at you, her eyes narrow. Or you say I could be better, like, go get some training, Amiri, right? Chaotic good. Oh, just relax. Forget I said anything. Alright, for several more seconds, Amiri continues to glare at you, but then she calms down. I'm the best fighter, she exclaims with conviction, and strikes her chest with her fist. I'm not going to call her rude. I don't think she's rude. Thanks for telling me. Let's talk about something else. Why not? Amiri frowns, but you feel she's glad to change the subject. Why do you want to kill this Tuskgutter so much? He's a monster. We kill monsters. What's so difficult to understand? So why leave your tribe? And what's the story about the frost giants? I told you already. They were buttholes, and they treat women like sheep, not fighters. Amiri frowns. As for giants, I'll tell you later. Someday, maybe. That's a formidable sword, but it's not just a simple weapon, is it? You bet it's not simple. Check out how big it is. She proudly raises the blade, and you notice that even though Amiri is extremely strong, she still has difficulty wielding such a large sword. The sword belonged to a real blasted frost giant. I killed the beast and took this looker for myself. Fits me perfect. My darn trophy. Amiri's eyes flash with menace as if she's challenging some invisible enemy to try and take away her trophy. I'm not gonna kick her out. Thanks for talking with me. Let's speak again later. Talking. Why don't we do some monster killing instead? Amiri sighs and turns away. Well, luckily for you, Amiri, we're gonna go and slay Tuskgutter, the bane of Oleg's trading post, or of the stolen lands, I guess. I should probably take a second to look and see. Oh yeah, one of the items I got was a +1 longsword. I've been considering making my paladin a sword and board, at least in the beginning, since we're struggling to stay alive. The extra armor class would go a long way. Oh, +7 to hit, but I miss an awful lot. Like, she has a +3, that makes sense. +5, +4, yeah, she's gonna miss quite a bit, I think. +3. But I have a +7, and I miss quite a bit. Not a huge fan. So I've been thinking about doing a Warhammer and a shield. I also have enough for full plate, so let's go kill Tuskgutter first, and then we'll worry about upgrades later. Can I move these guys around? So I'd rather have her up there next to me than Amiri. There we go. Now I just changed my formation. Alright, so that's Fangberry, that's ancient. Oh, Tuskgutter's all the way over there. Maybe it's worth going to Thornford first and killing some bandits. Or, actually, let's go this way. What we're going to do is we're going to go east here. Because that's where it kicked us out after Ancient Tomb, right? And this is where, Sure, let's enter here. So I'm looking for Tartuccio or Jathal. So I have all the... So I have a full party. Well, I'm not going to get Tartuccio, I don't think. We're going to end up killing him, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Whoa, why is she up front? Alright, hold on here. Alright, she's going to be all the way at the front. I'll be shortly behind with Amiri. She's going to be all the way in the back, and the cleric will be, like, right there. Something like that. It's not even, I don't like that. Whatever, I'm not going to look at it too long. There we go, get in position. What's this say? 5 coins to cross the river. Who's gonna make me pay? What? Appears these posts once held a rope bridge. Alright, so the bridge is gone.
What's that?
I don't know, what'd you see? Ancient Rostlandic coin. Alright, gotta find that antiquities collector. I didn't sell the other... No, okay, good. I thought I accidentally sold the Cyclops coin. I've gotta find the antiquities collector. The small house burnt down a dozen years ago. Okay. Davik Nettle. The corpse's face is bloated from being so long in the water. The stench from its toothless mouth is so foul that your eyes begin to water. Hand clenching, a sinister-looking spear is covered with scabs. Suddenly you feel faint, as if cold. As if a cold, wet hand is placed heavy on top of your head. Wet hair sticks to skin and trickles of icy cold water run down your face and shirt. A hoarse whisper rises inside your head. There you are. Who are you? Davik Nettle. A storm of bright images flashes before your eyes. A long time ago, this person, then a living man, came here from Brevoy, constructed a rope bridge, built a house, and lived in it, collecting payment from those who crossed the river. How did you die? You see a vision of a lovely spring day. Sunbeams shine warm against your cheeks. 3 men approach the house by the bridge, one of them wearing an antlered helm. The Stag Lord. Angry faces, a quarrel, the glint of an unsheathed sword. Suddenly the Stag Lord's greedy eyes are twisted by surprise. The master of the house has unleashed his hounds. A burning smell stirs you awake at the sound of loud barking. Flames are crawling up the walls, the sound of breaking glass, the bitter of cold night air. You're outside the house, and something is wrong. An arrow strikes deep in your shoulder. You hear the guffaw of 10 throats. You run, already in the middle of the bridge. The man in the antlered helm cuts one of the ropes. An ear-splitting scream fills the air. What do you want from me? You see a vision of a man wearing an antlered helm. You hear a muffled groan and the helm drops to the ground with a loud thud. Your hands are covered with hot blood. Too much blood. Don't you hate it when someone asks you to do something you were going to do anyway? It makes me want to do nothing, just to spite them. Very well, I shall meet your vengeance upon the Stag Lord. The drowned man, who'd been sitting motionless, nods his head. Come later, take the spear. Alright, so when I kill the Stag Lord, I can... So I'm assuming I can't cross here, right? Yeah, this is like it's the entire map.
Forwards.
Alright, well. Can I get inside the house at least?
My search was not in vain.
I'm sorry. Adventures call to them.
Is there not a roll check for it? Oh, it needs 27. Well, that's rough. I'll probably write this down. I don't want to miss the loot, so let's see. I forgot what the name of this place was. Nettles Crossing or something? I'll check when I leave the area. Let's check up here real quick, just to... Alright, yeah, nothing. I think it was Nettles Crossing. Yeah. Sorry, 1 second. Just jotting that down so I remember to come back later for it. No, I remember to come back for the spear at least. Let's go to the waterlogged lowlands, I guess. We walked across the heath for a long time. Okay, yeah, this is still a Tartuccio's trail. We walked across the heath for a long time, yet no sight sprang up before our eyes. By turns we discovered a verdant lowland, with several near-about springs streaming down behind another hillside. And then, in the distance, in the center of the lowland among the bush stood a single dry tree. A true giant, its magnificent outline resembled an animal's paw, clawing at the sky. What was truly remarkable, the flat landscape was dotted by mysterious dark humps. They were piled about the height of a man and scattered around in abundance. We determined that we should explore the lowland. The further we trekked, the softer the land became. Step by step, heathgrass gave way to moss, low-growing shrubs and ferns, and then sloshy puddles of stinky swamp water. The muddy ground sucked at our feet, and soon our party was jumping from hassock to hassock. Finally, we reached the first group of mysterious humps, and learned they were no mere hills, but dugout dwellings. We moved with great care towards the center of the lowland, and there the real swamp began. On the way toward the mysterious giant tree, we saw the foggy outline of another hut, this one much bigger, and surrounded by small clay statues. We examined the surrounding dwellings. Inside the dugouts were frowsy and dark, darker than holes, and filled with absolute desolation. Sorry, I've got a notification on my PC. Filled with absolute desolation. There were no windows in these mud walls, no furniture or other... Sorry, there were no windows in these mud walls, no furniture or other homely items except for the odd piece of tattered wicker. Every dwelling had a large hollow dug right in the center of the dirt floor like a fire pit, but taking up the greater part of the space. They were filled with standing water and reeked beyond description. Let's do this. Standing one behind another and tied together with rope, we continued our journey. Succeeded. We walked slowly, carefully choosing our way, keeping to drier ground as much as possible. But the further we went, the more difficult it became, and soon we were wading waist deep through the cattails. Frogs croaked loudly as we peered anxiously into the cloudy water, struggling to make out what shadows flitted along the bottom. We often stumbled and lost our balance, but our trusty rope and the aid of our friends saved us from being lost in the bog. The insatiable bog gurgled hungrily after us, but we didn't look back. Sodden and weary, we finally made it back to solid ground, and a palace of sorts rose before our eyes. A spacious hut made out of mud like the rest, but decorated with pebbles, bones, cattail spikes, and snail shells. In front of the place was a wide and shallow reservoir. Its green water reflected the leaves of the huge ferns and primitive clay figurines. The buzzing of gnats was nearly deafening. We were not far to the center of the swamp, and a firm and steady path led there through the thick bushes. At its end, that tall, dry tree stretched mightily upwards, clawing at the firmament. Alright, yeah, let's examine the clay figurines. Succeeded. Goggle eyes, flat heads with no necks, ears, or chins. Ugly long legs, unnaturally bent. The sculptures could be only the work of the Boggards. Primitive, crude Boggard tribes had inhabited the swamps of Garund and Aviston since the olden days. Pitiless to others and to each other, they are led by the darker instincts of their insane priest kings. They are known to grow young fry in the pools inside the houses. Yeah, let's peek inside the hut. The palace was twice the height of other huts, and its entrance was wide enough that three could walk abreast. The walls were decorated. An unknown builder had scratched drawings in the clay while it was still wet. The faded scrawl depicted huge amphibians devouring smaller figures, some frog-headed, others not. 3 of the 4 rooms boasted large holes filled with water, just like the other dwellings, though here there were steps descending into them, cut into the dirt. In the furthest room we found equipment decorating the walls, leather armor, spears, clubs. To our surprise, a number of items were well preserved. The hut was clearly deserted, so we felt no shame in taking some of it with us. Short sword, leather armor, and gold coins. Ooh, 137. We moved forward, seeing as we drawn so near our goal. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble reading. My mouth feels dry. I've been drinking coffee. It was ever so lovely to walk once again along the well-trodden path. Our soaked clothes imagined being dry, and our mood at once lifted. The bushes that bordered the path seemed to wave at us amiably, with their juicy green leaves and shiny bright red berries. A fresh wind puffed away the rotten smell, and it finally felt like the swamp might be nearly behind us. But then the wind stopped blowing, and the thorny branches continued to move, and we heard a loud shout. Harem, who was watching our rear, it's funny because he's actually always towards the back with Lindsay, pointed to a surging, crawling wall of green, filling the path behind us. The surrounding thicket was coming to life. Its branches reached out with a soft swishing sound. Drops of sap oozed from their thorns, gleaming in the emerald dusk. The path was disappearing, there was no way back, and the clear space ahead was closing. Well, I know we're going to pass with strength, so we drew our swords and tried cutting a way through. Oh wow, failed it. Alas, we'd merely wasted precious moments. No matter how many grasping green shoots we cut, more only grew in their place. The only thing left was to run for our lives. Green walls closed in around us. Branches grabbed at our sleeves, wicked thorns scratched our hands, and our faces burned with acidic sap. Roots tangled our feet, and our blood fell on the leaves, but with great effort we broke away at last from the grasping green. Finally, after what seemed like an endless trek, we came upon the gigantic dry tree that had so intrigued us from the beginning. Lo and behold, we saw an idol cut in its trunk, a huge horned, 3-eyed toad. Its googly eyes made it look both cruel and dumb, almost idiotic. Its muzzle hung half open, sharp-toothed with several hanging tongues. Deep brown streaks oozed from the corners of its mouth. Let's try and glean what it is. There could be no doubt. It was Goguna, master of the great swamp in the demon abyss. But what is this? While we were examining the idol, a large, bright blue dragonfly came out of the hollow in the tree and sat invitingly on the very tip of one of our noses. It was so remarkably strange, it didn't react to our movements and seemed quite content to remain where it sat. Yeah, the idol reeked of evil, to say the least. We were certain we must destroy it. Clearly we could not leave such an obscenity unscathed. We drew our swords and slashed at the wooden face, and from it oozed black, sticky blood. We heard a great clap of thunder, and a thick fog arose from nowhere. The birds screamed furiously. More thunder soon followed, and with each strike the sky grew darker and darker. Soon we couldn't see the sun through the fog. The air shuddered again. But was it still thunder, or the creaky voice of the monstrous toad? Still, our iron blades dug deep into the blood-soaked wood, and at last the idol was smashed into splinters. The fog cleared away and silence descended. Suddenly we realized that every frog in the swamp had gone quiet. We turned almost with a sigh of relief and saw that the flesh-eating bush had withered away. Satisfied with the job well done, we returned to where we came from. Yeah, alright, so we've already decided to go back there and do it all again if I want. We go to Ancient Tomb. I kind of want to head towards Thornford. Let's see what's down here.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
We're fatigued, yeah. Alright, so I manage this. So, here I can mix and match. What are our special roles? We can do maintain armor. What does that actually do? Valerie adjusts and repairs her armor and gains a +1 circumstance armor class bonus in the first battle within 12 hours. Okay. Yeah, I should probably go back. I don't know how many rations I have. I need 5. I have 0. So everything except for hunting is disabled. That sucks. Let's put, she has some of this. I'll make him the... Let's do that so we don't get attacked. Maybe we'll get, there we go, 5 rations. Who's my cook here? Oh, Lindsay. Oh, it's about time. Oh, that's the old sycamore. What's this? Oh, it's a Kingdom resource. Okay. Well, let's head towards this. We'll connect the roads, obviously. Yeah, I forgot. I thought before I started recording that I had to buy rations, and then I didn't do it once I actually started recording.
Stand with
It's just some
me.
kobolds. I don't see alchemists.
Let us strike as one! Do not falter!
Repent.
Onward!
Got some stuff to sell regardless. Let's keep moving. Nothing to it but to do it. I was hoping to get the Tuskgutter today, but I didn't realize it was going to be that far away from the outpost. That's fine. Let's connect this road up here. Do not want to enter. I should probably head back and get rations, in all honesty. Well, I have some now because the hunting went extremely well. Again, I like the roads being connected. I don't mind the threat of random encounters because I like
A
fights.
rest would be welcome.
Alright. Can I rest here? I have 2 people fighting, so let's begin resting. Got my 5 rations. Alright, cool. And we got a hearty meal. Excellent. We're kind of close to the north, right? And I could loop around, find another path up to, 1 second. I'm seeing how long I've been recording. Alright, yeah. Let's go to the Thornforge. If we can here. No, before doing anything else, quick save, because you never know what's going to happen. go over here?
I was successful in my search.
An ancient Rosslandic coin. Something else that the antiquities collector might be interested in.
Without a doubt.
Can I go this way? No, looks like we have to pass over here. Or cross over here. They mentioned that there might be bandits. Or this is where a bandit camp is supposed to be, right?
I will guide us.
Hello. Oh, there's that thing over there. Edible moss. Some eggs. Alright, she has the highest nature.
I need a challenge.
I keep going further this way? Gotta be thorough. This area isn't too big. So you can attack deer in the game, but you can't attack rabbits. I mean, I'm not going to attack either one, so no reason. Alright. Kressle, the dark-haired bandit, is kicking the ground irritably. When she sees you, she squares her shoulders and clenches her hand axes. Look who's here. Now, if you remember, this is the woman that we're supposed to show mercy to for Svetlana. Requires good. Easy now. I'm not here to blanket the stolen lands with corpses. Lower your weapon and let's talk. I won't kill anyone who leaves the Stag Lord's service or is willing to help me find him. So think about it. Is he really a leader you're ready to die for? Something in your words seems to have impressed Kressle. She frowns for a moment, then spits. Fine, I won't cut your throat. For now, at least. But I also won't kneel to some rest-stop upstart. Why would you try to make peace? Are you just naturally kind, or have you been listening to Svetlana? Is it so hard to believe I also do chaotic good. I'd rather do neutral good. Is it so hard to believe that I simply might not want unnecessary bloodshed? You know, life hasn't been so good to me, Kressle replies, sullen. Why should I trust you? Alright, here's my piece. The Stag Lord's been spending more time keeping an eye on the bottom of his glass than on what's going on around him. If he won't answer an insult from some rest-off crook like Jamandi, then you're right. We chose the wrong leader. So go ahead, do whatever you're gonna do. I won't stop you, but I won't help you either. And here, give this to Svetlana. The bandit places a ring in your hand and leaves. I got her wedding ring, so I can return that to her as well. These guys are just dipping out. Who is this guy? Jod something. He looks like a prisoner. Written orders. Got some sweet pancakes. Alright, we're going to read the written orders. The books I'm still going to save to read for another time. Probably once I'm done meeting all the companions, we'll read like one book a day and get to know more of the lore behind Pathfinder, because I'm not super familiar with it. Anyway, Kressle, a task. As soon as you're done with the taxes, find an old hut in the woods upstream of the Thorn River and burn it to the ground. This is the Stag Lord's wish. He literally said, burn, burn. It was originally going to be Dovin, but he grew upset when he learned nobody lived in the hut. He said burning houses with no one in them was boring. So I said I'd send someone more reliable. It's a strange task, but try to finish it quickly. And no asking what the, or why bother with this trifle instead of preparing for war with the rest of. We'll get to that. Alright, Jode Kavkin. You see a dark-haired man of about 45 through the wrinkles on his face, though the wrinkles on his face make him look 60 at first sight. He's currently a prisoner, judging from his tied hands. He slouches a bit, squinting short-sightedly at the light as he moves his lips, as though speaking to someone invisible. He jerks his head up as he notices you. Praise Aristil. Someone finally chased off those scoundrels. Thank you, stranger. My name is Jode Kavkin. I'm a priest of Aristil from Galt. Those bandits attacked me as I was crossing the river. Said they wanted to take me to their leader, make me heal their wounds. Not a chance. The strength granted me by Aristil is meant to help honest people, not robbers. How'd you come to be in these lands, Jode? I was led here by a vision sent by the elk god, Jode said with veneration. Aristil showed me that somewhere in this wild lands lies the Temple of the Elk, an ancient shrine, forlorn and desecrated. I saw the ruins of the temple, and the shadows of a predator lurking in the sorcerer's fog. I felt the echoes of the vicious rituals performed at the once blessed place. I have no doubt Aristil revealed all this to me so I could stop the ungodly sorcery that's desecrating the temple. And where is this temple? That I don't know. Visions, even divine ones, are often vague and unreliable. I know only that the temple is somewhere near the Gnarl Marches, but I'm afraid I won't be able to find it myself, what with bandits lurking around every corner in this place. Jode shakes his head sadly. Let's release him. I'm glad I could help. Jode mutters a bit, rubbing his hands. Oh, these times. To be as surprised to meet an honest man as to see a Manicor at a vegetable stall. Thank you for your help. I've exhausted my supply of prayers, but I'll gladly repay you in the future, once I've restored my strength. Come to me if you ever need to be healed or blessed. So is he going to be at the trade post? I'm afraid an old fool like me won't be able to handle the mission given me by Aristul on my own. How can I search for the temple when the bandits around here won't let me take a single step? I'll head to Oleg Levitin's trading post and rest and think on what to do next. Please, traveler, if you happen to discover the ruins of the Temple of the Elk, come inform old Jode. My gratitude will know no bounds. Alright, so yeah, he's going to be at the trade post.
I failed. I'm sorry.
That's close, isn't it? Or can I just not roll that high? Alright, well, I'll write this down too. Was it, Born Ford. Locked chest. I need to get a rogue, I think. I didn't actually initially have a plan for rogue in the party, but Watchtower, the bandits seem to have planned seriously secure the area. Let's roll with corrosive touch, some gold coins. The bandits' belongings are piled together in a messy heap. Search the belongings for information or valuables. You find a cache under all the clothes and blankets. Opening the lid of a small hollow, you find a box full of bottles. An inscription on the side reads, "Wine for the Stag Lord. Don't you dare steal it, fools. I'll make sure you rot." Shit, I'm not going to poison the wine. Because I'm lawful good. I mean, I could have someone else do it. No. We'll just take it. Deny an evildoer his goods. But I'm not going to poison it, being lawful good as I am.
What you want?
Got some herbs. Alright.
What's that?
It's like a trap, yeah.
Anything is possible. It's just not my lucky day.
So did it spawn something? Oh, yep. Summon dog. Well, let's take care of it.
Overcome.
Hey there, Lindsay. Of course, it's not gonna have loot because it's magic.
I failed. I'm sorry.
Well, keep doing it.
Applause, please.
There we go. And 22 experience for that.
Our path leads on.
Hot diggity dog. Oh, hello. Hey, it's another piece of that necklace. That's 2 pieces. Now I was gonna find someone that can put it all together. Are these tracks I can examine? Oh, Jode is just chilling there. Alright. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Without a doubt.
Oh, cool. It actually puts the loot, okay, on the maps. That's nice. A sturdy cart with weapon marks along the sides. That's the way back out. Let's go up here and check.
I see something.
See? A ring. Unidentified. Hello. Protection +1. I'm glad I didn't spend 2,000 gold on the one back in town. I wish you could rotate the camera. I don't think that you can. You just move it. It's hard to see past all these darn trees. Even zooming in just zooms in on the trees. That's fun. Alright, I'd still like to get the Tuskgutter's lair. I think we still have time to do it here. Let me see how long I've been recording. It's a little over 30 minutes. I'm actually at 35 minutes, so let's see if we make it there before, you know, like 45 minutes or so. This is what they've been about averaging, like 35 to 45 minutes. Which for a game of this size, I think that's fun. It's all the way over there. Let's see if we can get over there. I don't have any rations, so resting's gonna be a bit of a problem. There hasn't been enough combat this episode. I wanna fight things, you know? Get some of that sweet, sweet experience. More kobolds? Easy peasy.
Victory!
Serves you right.
Probably we should drop him in like one round. There we go.
A strike is won. Do not falter.
Critical hit for 11. All right. Hoping to find like a group of kobolds that has that bucket of stuff that Pokin wants. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I know he wants it. All right, let's keep trekking. No, that's not good. Ruins of an old temple. Almost there. Alright, let's slay Tuskgutter. If it doesn't take too long, then we're going to go back to Oleg's Tavern and turn in both quests. Because I have that and I have the wedding ring for Svetlana. Let's quick save before I do anything. So here we are. The monster is here and now I'll tear him apart. Yes, just watch me. Wait for her to continue. She clears her throat. There's a custom where I'm from. A boy kills a monster in front of the elders to prove he's a man. The barbarian clears her throat in hesitation. In our tribe, girls don't get no initiation at all. So I arranged my trial myself, like in the song about Kegel the orphan. I downed a cave lion in single combat. Here, see? The scars I got in that battle. Do you know what my elders did after I threw the lion's skin at their feet? Wait till she continues. They laughed in my face. They said I scratched my belly myself and hired some man to kill a lion for me in trade for... Later they agreed my initiation, of course, but they had no choice, but... Mary's voice wavers in anger as she spits on the ground. I don't know if she can do it by herself. Yeah, let's just attack Tuskgutter. Gore and watch me. With the battle cry, the barbarian charges the boar. Alright, sure, yeah. Do it yourself. It tells me she's not going to be able to do that by herself, but let's see if we can let her do it by herself. Yeah, there's no way. She's going down another hit.
Let us strike as one.
I want you to, I really do, but it's not going to happen.
I'll survive.
Yeah, see? That's what I was afraid of.
Survive.
I wanted you to. I really did, but... it's just not going to happen here. See if I make you go to sleep. Probably not, but it's worth a shot. What's she at? Alright, yeah, I probably do.
Could be worse.
I
And will
always
be.
survive.
Definitely will be.
Get him out of there. Activate this, please. I want to see what some of these attack rolls are doing. Greatsword missed, so attack result 19. I have to get 21. Hey, good job, Harem. Let's do this. Make him roll twice. There you go. Amiri, breathing heavily. Amiri stands over the corpse of the fallen monster. What you say? See me in action? I almost chopped his head off. Yeah, you went down immediately, but yeah, sure. Yes, a real epic battle, just like in the sagas. I'll only have to embellish it for the book. That's it, trial done. Now no one dare say Amiri is weak. She grins and thrusts her chest out. Yeah, except for you died. You're a valiant warrior. Were there truly fools who doubted your strength? I don't know why I can't read today. I'm sorry, guys. Some did, you know. I spit on them. No one will dare bark at me now. Still, why did you want to kill this monster? You passed this test back when you were with your tribe, didn't you? Amiri's face reddens. Well, not just pups must pass this test. If a man is newcomer to a tribe, he must bring a monster's hide. Prove he's not weak. Her voice trails off, then falls silent. Yeah, I'm honored you consider me part of your new tribe. You're a strong and valiant warrior. Just don't start that. And Mary stops trying to choose the right words. Don't talk to me about honor and valor. I know already. She frowns and turns away. Still, I owe you thanks. You have a true chief's heart. You know what? If we meet another monster like this, I'll kill it too. Not for a test, just that nobody would ever dare say Amiri isn't a warrior. Okay, well that's interesting. What's he have? Anything good? Well, Tuskgutter's head. And tenderloin. Ooh, wand of fine traps. Got me some honey. Alright, let's finish exploring this area. Oh, I only have him selected. He should be running off by himself. Is it backspace? Yeah, backspace selects everybody. Thank you, tooltips. And then we'll run back to Oleg's trading post, return in both quests, get our sweet, sweet rewards. Because... Oh, and get some rations. Well, I'll probably get that at the beginning of the next episode. Can't believe I forgot him this episode. I was planning on it too. I was thinking about it last night. So, oh yeah, I'll just make sure I'll get some rations before I go adventuring, so I can rest when I need to. I mean, the fight didn't go poorly, except for her running off by herself. And then I hesitated. I was like, oh, maybe she can take it by herself. And I think she hit it for 30 damage once, and then she went down. Alright, let's head back to the trading post.
A rest would be welcome.
Well, let's rest then. Got our 5 rations, camouflage failed, and cook sucks. Sorry, she got it like twice in a row, which is more than I was expecting her to do. That's fine. I'll take whatever fights I can get on the way back. Anything to hit that next level. Because I think level 3... They already have Divine Grace on the Paladin, I think. Actually, I should be fine.
Can you make an epic?
Oh, a direwolf.
I need inspiration.
Alright, hold on. Let's pop this. Let's pop a Bless as well. Actually, you pop Bless. You just attack.
We shall overcome.
You attack as well. So I'm gonna put it to sleep.
Your life ebbs low.
Good kill. Loot. Well, fine. 27 experience, that's pretty good. Curse of Feeble Body, yeah, I definitely need to go back and rest up at the inn. Oh, cool, her description changed. After killing Tuskgutter. I didn't have time to read it during that loading screen. Also, the load times in my Let's Play might be a little misleading. I have it installed on my hard drive, not my solid state drive. So, my load times aren't as good as they can be.
To victory!
Oh goodness. Alright, well. Rage up. Give me another bless. You do, though.
Let us strike as one!
Let's make one of the alchemists go to sleep.
Do not falter!
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Alright. Go ahead and pop that if you can.
Tear them apart! Onwards!
Actually, attack him. I'm gonna try and get Lindsay to make the other one go to sleep as well. These do so much damage in their little AoE cones.
Your life ebbs low.
Alright, here we go. Let's not too late for that. Alright, well, crap.
They go down!
Serves you right.
This is ridiculous.
Longer.
Please take this guy out. Oh, this is rough. It's probably not gonna be enough to keep her alive.
I require healing.
Son of a gun, man. I misjudged that entire fight. I need to space my guys differently so that I get hit by those AoEs like that. So, alright, first things first, bless. Let's get Amiri to charge the archer in the back.
Let us strike as one!
We shall overcome.
Actually, you bless. You do this. Alright, things active. Let's see if I can make these alchemists go to sleep. Alright, good. There's one archer down. Go get the other one.
Them apart! Do not falter!
They both will saved against the sleep. That's not good. Let's try it again.
They go down!
Repent.
What killed me?
Let's see. No, sorry. Keep doing what you're doing.
Serves you right.
Alright, he's gonna pop that. Keep her out. Gonna run away. Oh, she got it anyway. There we go. She just keep taking to the party. I'd rather it be Valerie, but this is fine. It went much better this time. Yeah, this episode's definitely gonna run over a smidge while I'm trying to get back and turn in these quests. And then I'll rest and manage my inventory off camera again. But yeah, I'm still thinking about doing a sword and board for my character. He has the best chance to hit though, so maybe it's best to keep him as the great sword. And I put so many points into his strength at the beginning because I wanted him to use a two-handed weapon. So I don't think I want to do the sword and board. Yeah, except begin resting. Got my 5 rations. Alright, we're gonna get there eventually. Don't y'all worry. Yeah, I was expecting one more random encounter. I was about to say it too right before it popped up. I was like, there's gonna be one more hindrance. So it might be at like 50 minutes when I'm done, actually. Yeah, it's already at 50 minutes.
Make an epic pose. I need inspiration.
Alright, let's do this. Go ahead and rage up. Give us a bless. You get in the battle.
Strike as one.
Go hard.
Repent.
Are they behind us too? Oh boy. Lindsay, you need to move up. Actually, if you can cast sleep on these guys. Even better.
I can't keep this up much longer.
It's knocking me down. That's not good. Alright.
Avenge me.
Son of a gun. Start healing Harem. I didn't know there was some behind me. This happens to me quite often.
Not doing it wrong. Spell is flawed. Tear them apart.
Oh, this guy's still up. Son of a gun.
Serves you right.
If I get him into melee, he gets a penalty on his stuff.
We shall overcome.
Alright, good job, Miri. Hold your own down there. Scroll of Hurricane Bow. Thought it was Melf's magic arrow, but this isn't D&D, so there's no reason for it to be Melf's magic arrow. Or acid arrow, sorry. Come on, hurry up and get over there, Miri. I know you're encumbered. Hopefully there's not another one. Sweet. Alright. I'm gonna turn to these two quests, I'm gonna call it. Everything's going peachy. Nice long episode today. I think I only got wiped once, right? By kobolds of all things, yeah, I got wiped by kobolds.
Forwards.
No, not for him. It was for him, right? Tuskgutter is dead. You can mount his head on the wall as a trophy. Oleg looks at the blood-stained boar's head with respect, touching its tusk with his finger to test how sharp it is. That's one heck of a beast. I'd love to have a trophy like that, but a deal is a deal. The head goes to old Benson, and his bounty goes to you. 400 gold coins, and a masterwork longbow. 180 experience, and I lost the head. Alright, let's go turn in the wedding ring. Svetlana greets you warmly. Okay, let's see. Here's your ring, Svetlana. Kressle gave it to me. I even managed to convince her not to fight me. Svetlana sighs bitterly. I suppose I should tell you the truth about her. Kressle wasn't her real name. Her real name was Irena before all this. She was the daughter of my mother and her second husband, my half-sister. I can't help but feel like everything that happened to her was my fault. She always had a wildness in her. She'd wander the streets, hanging out with a bad crowd. Until the day she passed, Mother complained about Irena constantly. Back then, it was just cruel games and strange escapades. She never really hurt anyone back in Brestov. Her father didn't live much longer than our mother, so I decided to try and help Irena. I brought her here to the Stolen Lands, though Oleg was against it. And once here, she immediately fell under the Stag Lord's influence. She never even needed to meet him. The stories and rumors from local hunters and bandits were enough to win her over. She would tell us how he was a real leader, unlike Restov's softies. Eventually, she ran away, only to return under a new name with a pack of thugs to collect taxes from us. What's worse, she participated in the torture and execution of prisoners alongside the Stag Lord's minions. I don't know if there's any way to set her back on the right path, but I'm grateful for your kindness. Perhaps there's still hope. For the sake of my mother's memory, I'd like to believe that. Cool. Camping supplies and 10 rations. Alright, and we're going to call it here. At the beginning of the next episode, we'll get to know a new companion. Well, Valerie or Harem. We'll talk to Harem since he's right here. He'll be the next one we get to know. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to catch y'all in the next episode.